Well, hi guys. It's lunchtime. I'm out here in the truck taking my lunch, and before I came out, I microwaved me some water, so it's good and hot. And I got me one of these. You get these at the dollar store. All it is, spaghetti and stuff and whatever. It's hot and spicy. You peel this off, and that's what you get. Get these spices and stuff to put in there. So what I usually do is, see, these come in little cakes like this. I take those out. What's left is a little bit at the bottom. Then I pour my water in there, just enough to get it over the, just about that much. I don't know if you can see it, about that much. And then I put my, this is a spice here, put one of these in there. It's like a seasoning mix. Put that in there. But anyway, while I'm getting this ready, I'm gonna tell you about my day yesterday. After we went to the to Target, went on a little walk with Cole because it was a nice day yesterday. We went to Target, courtesy of my job. What happened was, on my job, that winter storm we had last week. Well, it was hyped up. It wasn't really that bad as they said it was going to be here in Michigan. But it was bad enough to where most of the people on the job didn't show up. So the few people that did show up, the company decided to show their appreciation by giving each one of us a gift certificate. Not a gift certificate, but a gift card, for different stores in the area. Since I never shopped at Target before, I said, let me have one for Target, because they had Walmart, they had, different places and whatever. And I shop at Walmart all the time. So I said, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to give me one for Target. So they gave me one for Target. And turned out it was $100 gift certificate, $100 on the card. So I took that card and now I just put those seasonings in here and mixed it up. Now I'm gonna take this and drop it right inside there. Let it soak in. Put this little paper top back on here so that it keeps it nice and warm. I got 30 minutes for lunch. But anyway, so I went to Target and bought a few things, that I needed. And it so happens there's a channel I watch, a guy named Kane. He was mentioning these things. I got a few boxes of these. I think I got about 4, maybe 5 boxes of it. He says he never can find those in the stores when he goes there because people buy them up. I guess they don't know how good they are here in Michigan yet. But if I got anything to do with it, they'll never find out because I'm going to buy all of them up every time I get a chance to. So there won't be any left for anybody to get. And they won't get to learn how good they are because they never get a chance to try them. Because I'm going to have all of them. Things are delicious. But anyway, yeah, so they did really good by us, since why we came to work, on the day where the storm, was so bad. And like I said, it wasn't really bad at all. They just hyped it up, made it seem like it was going to be, like Godzilla was coming or something. And a lot of people fell for it, which brings me to the point, you can't listen to all this gloom and doom stuff, and think that the sky is falling just because everybody on the internet is saying, oh, it's the end of the world, shit, it's the fan, all this stuff or whatever. Do your prepping and everything or whatever, because I started my prepping thing, well, it was even before Y2K, but Y2K really brought it home. I really started prepping in earnest because of Y2K. They made a big deal about the turn of the century causing the computers to reset and the power to go out and everything. So I got a lot of stuff all prepped up and set up and whatever. And do you know, I got me a 50-gallon drum, and I think I filled it maybe about halfway full of gas. So anyway, Y2K came and went, nothing happened. You know, they hyped it up, made a big deal about it, whatever, nothing happened. The thing is, I think it was maybe a couple of years later or a year later or something like that and whatever, we had that power outage where all the power was out and whatever. I happened to be working that very day that the power went out. And I was on my way home from work. And I was driving home. All of a sudden, you know, the stoplights were off. So it was like 4-way stops pretty much all the way home. And I was low on gas. So I said, I got to get some gas. So I pulled to the gas station to get some gas. And they're like, oh, our pumps are off. You know, we can't pump any gas or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, and I was worried because, you know, I wanted to make it home. But fortunately, I made it home. I got home and found out that the power was out there too. The power was out pretty much the whole eastern part of the country because of some kind of power surge. Because I guess because of the air conditioners and stuff were all on because it's really hot that day. So I guess it overloaded. And we didn't have power. But I had a 50-gallon drum half full of gasoline, you know. And fortunately, it was still good because I had the peace of mind, the presence of mind to put some of that gas stable stuff into it and whatever. So I had plenty of gas, you know. But at the time, I didn't have a generator, but at least I had plenty of gas. So I could fill my truck up and whatever. I was able to, you know, do any running around I had to do. And of course, my air conditioner, I did have an inverter, the kind that you can hook up to your car and run your car engine and hook it up to the battery, and you can get different inverters that have different wattage or whatever. You know, some of them have 1,000 watts, some of them have 2,000 watts. Then you got ones that have 3,000 watts. So that's about the same as my generator I got now. So, but I got a 2,000 watt inverter now at home that's hooked up to my solar panel system and whatever. I have 5 batteries, 5 deep cycle batteries, marine batteries, hooked up to 9 solar panels that recharge those batteries, and it goes through the inverter. The inverter is a 2,000 watt inverter, and it's hooked up to a charge controller, and that's hooked up to a surge protector to make sure I don't get any shortages or anything or whatever. So I'm set up if we lose power or something like that. But now this time of the year, the batteries charge really slow because the angle of the sunlight hitting the solar panels isn't as optimal as it is in the springtime or summer. But they charge nonetheless. Even if they're covered with snow, they're still charging. You know, it's not much, but it's still some charge coming in. So we get days of sunshine and whatever, 3 or 4 days of sunshine, and they're charged up, they're topped off. You know, 5 batteries, they have 5 batteries. You know, I got it all hooked up, so it's 12 volts going into that inverter. And I can hook up my lights and other stuff to that and whatever, you know. And see, if you're in a situation where the power goes out and you've got an inverter, if you don't even have solar panels and batteries, you've got your car. Your car got a full tank of gas. There's no reason why you should freeze to death in your house, because all you have to do is get you I don't know, they're about $200, maybe $300 for an inverter. Get you a 2,000 watt inverter. Open the hood of your car, hook it up to your car, you know, to your battery in your car, and then run an extension cord from that into your house, you know, and then get a power strip and hook up your lights to that. And what other things, well, up to 2,000 watts, you can use, you know, that stuff and whatever. And it'll be enough to, if you got a furnace, usually your furnace is going to be 110. So 2,000 watts will power 110, you know. So that's enough power to power your furnace. You know, your furnace, it doesn't use that much electricity. It just uses it to turn it on and turn it off and keep the temperature, you know, the thermostat, you know, powers that. But the furnace itself runs on gas. At least mine does. And the gas, even if the power grid goes out and everything shuts down, the gas is under pressure. So even if the gas pumps that pump the gas go off, there's still going to be pressurized gas in the pipes. So if you got a inverter that's running your furnace and it's burning that gas, yours is going to sip gas because everybody else, their power is going to be out and they're not going to be able to use their gas because the furnaces aren't going to work. If you're the only one with your furnace working, you probably could run gas through your furnace and have your house heated up for weeks, maybe even months before you lose gas pressure. You know what I'm saying? So look into that. If you ain't got nothing else, if I said, if you want to prep, if you're like late to the game, generator and power, solar and all that stuff or whatever, you don't have none of that stuff. If you got your car, good running car, with a good battery in it, and your alternator runs good and everything, you get you an inverter, a power inverter that you can hook up to your battery, and you're all set. You can make that work and you'll be okay. Now, anyway, I'm gonna eat my food because it should be ready by now. I'm sitting here running my mouth. I don't know what time it is. Okay. My trusty fork. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. And I need full concentration on eating my food. So thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a like so that YouTube knows I'm here. And you know the rest. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.